We've just discovered that the new Model 2 will look unlike anything else ever made in the history of the automotive industry, except for the Cybertruck. There will be a robo-taxi version of the Model 2 and a standard Model 2. Both of them are inspired by the Cybertruck. Elon Musk said this in a private conversation when he first saw the design. When one of these comes around a corner, people will think they're seeing something from the future. We've seen a lot of Cybertruck-inspired cars get revealed as concepts within the past 12 months. It seems this Cybertruck fad has just taken off. I mean, for example, look at Honda. 3 different models of Cybertruck-themed vehicles that they revealed last year. Now, we've just found out the Tesla Model 2 will be also inspired by the Cybertruck. What does that mean exactly? Well, here's what we know so far. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. It's great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Thank you for subscribing. Great to have you here. Model 2, $25,000 US. I do think it will be that price, even though that sounds ridiculously cheap, considering it probably won't be here for another 24 months. Lithium iron phosphate battery pack, structural battery, gigacastings, lots of ways to save money that Tesla has learned over the last 5 years. They learn very quickly, have some of the best engineers. All of those things will go into the new car to make it more cost effective. But Tesla plans to basically capitalize on the appeal of the Cybertruck. I mean, the reality is here, even though it's extremely controversial, a lot of people hate it, a lot of people think it's a joke, a lot of people do love it, it draws in eyeballs and interest. You don't get more than 2 million pre-orders unless people actually want to buy the thing. The Cybertruck's a big car. It's going to be expensive. People know this, and they're still wanting to get one. Tesla's going, well, you know what? Why don't we just make this new Tesla Model 2 a Cybertruck-inspired vehicle? Now, a new report has just emerged that the company, that Tesla, will make the $25,000 Model 2, and it will be themed like the Cybertruck. Now, I don't know if that means it's going to have a steel body. I don't think it will, but in some way, the look will be inspired by the Cybertruck. Now, citing an excerpt from Elon Musk's biographer, Walter Isaacson, Axios said that Musk was so focused on self-driving robotaxis that it took a collective effort of Tesla executives to persuade him to pursue an affordable car as well as the Cybertruck, they're saying. So a team of executives obviously had to really push Elon and say, you know what, for us to get to our goal of 10 to 20 million car sales a year, we need an affordable car. It's got to be really, really affordable. Elon Musk was like, no, that doesn't make sense. Robotaxis are the answer. They said, no, we can't solve it as quickly as you think. Elon was like, what? No, damn well solve it. No, that's not what really happened, but you get my point here. And clearly, the reason that Elon Musk's biographer knows this information is because Elon Musk told him. This is not some sort of expose of Elon Musk. It's actually just stuff that he has admitted has happened. Tesla is aiming to reach 20 million vehicle sales per year in 2030. I mean, they did say 10 million was their goal, but 20 million was their upside goal. But they seem to have revised that recently. They seem to be really more serious about the 20 million goal. To achieve that goal, they've got to be able to make affordable EVs, very, very affordable, and make a profit on them, or at least sell them at about a break-even level to gain market share, to basically decimate Toyota, which is what I'm going to enjoy seeing. Now, there's going to be 2 companies, I believe, left by the end of 2030 who dominate the market in the way that Volkswagen Group and Toyota have over the last few years. I think it's going to be BYD and Tesla. Things happen really quickly. I mean, if you'd said, hey, Apple and Android will be the 2 brands of choice. I know Android's not technically a brand, but you get my point. If you'd said that, 25 years ago, people would think you were a lunatic. They would have said, no, Nokia and BlackBerry. I mean, these are the companies. What do you mean? Motorola, Nokia, BlackBerry. There's no way that's going to happen. Apple's worth, I remember I was working at Apple. That was my first job after I left school. Apple's share price was like less than $1. And the company was worth nothing, literally worth nothing. And all of a sudden, the digital revolution happened. The same thing is happening with EVs. As per what Elon Musk said, the company needs to sell twice as many or more Model 2s than they do every other model combined. Put them all together. Put Cybertruck together. Model Y, Model 3, Model S, Model X, Semi. Put them all together, double that number, and that's how many Model 2s Tesla will sell. In fact, more than that. Isaacson said this: Musk gathered his top 5 lieutenants for dinner in Austin for a brainstorming session in November of 2021. The agenda for the day says Tesla Radi was a basic robo-taxi that could be produced in high volumes. Musk and his team would reportedly end up debating for nearly a year whether they should play it safe and build a car with traditional controls, or opt for a vehicle that's all in on autonomy with no steering wheel and no pedals. Several Tesla engineers pushed for a more conservative approach. Tesla's chief designer, Franz von Holzhausen, during a meeting on August 18, 2022, suggested that the robotaxi could be a vehicle with steering wheels and pedals that could be removed later. If we go down a path of having no steering wheel and full self-driving is not ready, we won't be able to put them on the road, the chief designer told Elon Musk. Musk, however, was adamant. No mirrors, no pedals, no steering wheel. This is me taking responsibility for this decision, Musk said. The CEO also highlighted Tesla's focus on autonomy. Let me be clear. This vehicle must be designed as a clean robotaxi. We're going to take that risk. It's my fault if it fucks up. But we are not going to design some sort of amphibian frog that's a halfway car. It's kind of humorous to me that Musk get an amphibian frog, because that's sort of what some people have said the Tesla Model 3 looks a little bit like. Anyway, the old model I'm talking about. We are all in on autonomy, he continued. Musk later relented, I think when he realized that autonomy wasn't progressing as fast as what he hoped it would. And this followed a meeting in September of 2022. During the meeting, von Holzhausen and several other presented data indicating that a small global car will be needed for Tesla to achieve its ambitious growth targets. Simon Alvarez says that the team convinced the CEO that both the $25,000 car and the robotaxi could be built on the same next generation platform. Both vehicles could be produced using the same assembly lines as well. Now that seems to appear to me that it's actually very possible that we will get Model 2s, which will be two kind of different variants. One of them, the robotaxi version, one of them, the standard version. But now, realistically, it is very possible Tesla could sell full self-driving by the time the Model 2 is revealed or released, goes on sale in 2 years' time. If you think about it, the massive improvements to the hardware stack, the enormous improvements in cameras, adding an additional camera, plus then adding to that the new supercomputer, which is going to train the neural net at a much faster speed, definitely could make it possible. But who knows? Ultimately, Musk was reportedly convinced that the idea of a $25,000 car, after the chief designer actually placed two different models on the table. One of them was the robotaxi version. One of them was the Cybertruck themed $25,000 EV version. Both vehicles were unlike any other car on the road today. Isaacson said that both vehicles had a futuristic design that was inspired by the Tesla Cybertruck. Musk loved both of them. When one of these comes around a corner, people will think they're seeing something from the future, Musk said. Well, I've got to say, I am kind of excited now. This is interesting. When one of these comes around a corner, people will think they've seen something from the future. And to hear that the new Model 2 is going to look so unique and so original, it makes me very intrigued to see what the design actually is. What are your thoughts, guys? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching.